If the 50/30/20 budget rule makes you feel like a failure because your rent alone eats up 60% of your income, you're not failing. The rule is failing you. Over the next few minutes, we're going to show you a real budget from someone making $2,400 a month with $1,500 rent, and you'll see exactly how flexible budgeting works when traditional percentages don't. Plus, this is part one of a three-part series where we are breaking down everything you need to budget for real life. Let's start with what everyone tells you to do, the 50/30/20 rule. 50% for needs like rent, groceries, and utilities. 30% for wants like restaurants and entertainment. Then the last 20% for savings and debt, like credit cards. This rule assumes something huge, that your needs only require half of your income. But here's the reality: if you are making $2,400 a month after taxes and your rent is $1,500, you have already used 62.5% of your income before you've bought a single grocery item or paid a single utility bill. Let me introduce you to Maya. Of course, this is not her real name, but this is her real budget. She is someone here in our Prosperity U community. She makes $2,400 a month after taxes, working as a grocery store clerk. Her rent is $1,500 each month. When she tried to follow the 50/30/20 rules, the math literally did not work. So we tried a different approach to Maya's finances. Something different and less traditional. Instead of percentages, we used the bucket system based on priority. Here's what we did instead. We organized Maya's money into 4 buckets, not percentages, but priorities. Bucket 1, must-haves. These are survival expenses. If you don't pay these, you lose your housing, can't get to work, or even eat. This bucket gets filled first, every single time, no matter what, no exceptions. Notice, this is 77% of her income. That's okay. We're not trying to hit 50%, we're trying to survive and build from there. Now let's move to the next bucket. Bucket 2, should-haves. These keep your life stable but have a slight flexibility. Transportation to work, internet for job searching, and this is important as well, a small emergency buffer. That's a $150 emergency buffer? This buffer saves you when your car needs gas, and you are $20 short before payday. It's not a full emergency fund, that comes later. It's breathing room. Bucket 3, could-haves. This is quality of life stuff. Eating out, streaming services, entertainment, things like that. Important for your mental health, but what is key is that this bucket can shrink or pause when money is tight without creating a crisis. And this brings us to our last bucket. Bucket 4, future you. Even if it's tiny, even if it's $50 a month, this bucket exists. It's for building towards stability, saving for irregular expenses like car registration, or slowly building an actual emergency fund. So let's talk about why this works. When Maya's paycheck hits, she fills up bucket 1 completely. Then bucket 2. Then bucket 3, and finally bucket 4. If she comes up short in a given month, buckets 3 and 4 are flexible, meaning that they can go up and down, but buckets 1 and 2 are covered. She is not in crisis mode. That's the flexible budgeting concept. Here's what you need to do next. First, calculate your own bucket 1. What are your absolute must-haves? Be honest, this isn't about what you think you should spend, it's about what you actually spend to survive. Second, and this is important, watch part 2 of this series. Because Maya has a steady income. But what if your income changes every week? That's what we're covering next, how to use the bucket system when you have irregular income. We're walking through a real rideshare driver's budget and showing you exactly how to handle weeks when income drops.